have to know. Stuff is going to happen. Nobody lives drama-free. Whose life is that? Whose life is that? I remember, Kefra will tell you, something I reached out to Oprah for a couple of weeks ago, and she emailed me back, and she said, you know what, I'm in South Africa at the school, I've got drama over here, and what did she say? She hadn't slept in 3 days? Haven't slept in 3 days, I'm having board meetings with the students, and meetings with the administrators. I'm like, wait a minute, you're a billionaire? And they can't work on your schedule? You can't get them to adhere to your time, and you're paying everybody, and you're sending each one of those girls to college? You can lose your mind and your way no matter who you are. Now, you know that makes no sense. That makes no sense. And I told her so. What? 3 days without sleep, you're punishing your body. So here's what I'm saying to you. Pain is information. That's all it is. Suffering is a choice. It's choosing to live in that painful place. It's choosing to stay in a relationship that dishonors you. It's choosing to say, you know what, I left that first marriage and I might have stayed. Let me tell you why. Because Billy became violent. He became violent. And verbal abuse becomes physical abuse after a time. And I'll tell you the truth. I'm Babsy's girl. My mother's a Trinidadian woman. You know, the daughter of Rhoda Brathwaite from Barbados. My father's Caucasian. No, I left that marriage because I didn't think Billy would kill me. I knew I would kill him. Because I'm not a sister to take a beating. There's no way that I would be taking a beating. And you know, I visit prisons now, and I see women who are incarcerated. I'm here to tell you, the majority of them are black women who are on death row, and 90% of them, 99% of them are there because they killed an abuser, because they killed somebody who was hurting them. So what I'm saying to us tonight, women and men, is we have to wake up. Wake up to your power. I wish if I was Marcus Garvey, I'd say, get up, you mighty race of people. No matter what race you are. We're not all of African ancestry in here, but we're all what? Part of the human family. Part of the human family. And there is no excuse. There is no excuse for our children being in under-resourced schools. There's no excuse for the over-incarceration of our children. There's no excuse for hunger and homelessness in our communities. There's no excuse for that in the wealthiest country in the world, which includes the territory. There's no excuse for us. So I'm not pointing the finger at politicians. I'm not pointing the finger at anybody. What I'm saying is I'm looking in the mirror and I'm asking you to do the same thing. We have work to do. And that work begins with you. You come first every single day. And I ask you to ask yourself this question. What would your life look like if your health, your total well-being became your first consideration and sat at the center of your life and everything existed around that? Rather than having your work and cooking and the family and making sure that the house is fixed and the lawn is done and all those things are at the center, and our health and our wellness becomes peripheral. But you know what? When you're not in your right mind, you don't behave well. You don't behave well? Kefra will tell you. I mean, Kefra and I are driving to the country and I'm stressed out and I didn't go for the little massage. I didn't do the meditation in the morning, and I'm going to give you a little system that you can integrate into your life. And he's driving faster than I want him to drive. And I'm like, would you slow down the damn car? I don't want to die with you in the car. Now, you know the joy of the journey is gone. It's gone. So then I've got to, Kefi, are you still mad? How long are you going to be mad? You're going to be mad. How about lunch? Are you going to be mad at lunch? I got to make a joke of it to try to, you know how men can get into that funk. That's another thing. I'll talk about that when I come back another time, when Kefra's not here. So, but when I'm in my right mind and I'm taking care of myself, and he's driving too fast, I'm like, sweetie, slow down, baby, because you know I want to live with you for the next 40 years. He's like, yeah, you're right. Let me tell you how Gandhi put it. I love this story. Mahatma Gandhi returned to India when the Indian people were trying to wrest power back from the British Empire. And he was leading that movement. And he said to them, no, I cannot be with you every day. I have to have a day for myself. And they said, oh, but Baba, you can't take a day for yourself. We're fighting for the life of our country, of our people. We need you here every day. You're our leader. Do you know what he said? If I don't take time for me, I won't love you well. If I don't take time for me, I won't love you well. You first. You come before the university. You come before the children. You come before your work. You come before the church. You come before your parents. You come before everything. Because from a place of wholeness, a place of wholeness, you can really serve well. You can be a joyful servant and not an angry one.